Ismail. Phoenix Bun. Welcome. Hey, it's me, Miss V Valencia. Magras, I have missed you, ladies. I've been gentlemen, and all you subscribers, I have missed you. Today I got a special treat. I am gonna give you a story while I do my nails. I was gonna put a puzzle together, and then I thought about something else I was gonna do, but I was like, I need these done for this weekend. I'm in the mood to do my nails, and so that's what I'm gonna do, because I got a secret for my babies, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But if you have not been to my channels before, please stop, subscribe, click the notification button, like and comment before you leave, okay? Because somebody brought you here for a reason. Thank you, God. And you know, we're here to just blend together, to join together, to unite together, and just use all our gifts to just flourish. And so I hope you enjoy this channel and this story time. So come on. So usually, guys, I'm in my bed, and this looks like my bed, but no, this is just my big comfy chair. So you know, I've never done it at a table before. I'm trying to let y'all get the view. You know, I'm using my camera setup, you know, with my nice light and stuff. So I was like, okay, I get some use out of it. Thank you, Dollar General. I'm trying to do this YouTube thing right. So we all set up. So let's get started. Before I start my story, let's just decide on these nails. No, I don't go get my nails done by no, I ain't got no money to spend on that. But I do like to do press-ons, and I do like to do regular press-ons with like polish. I've been doing this since like I was like a teenager in middle school or something. And sometimes I would try to go to the the nail tech, and then I'd be like sitting there like, "Did you finish, please?" And then I'd be mad because you got to dig for the money you really don't want to give them. You know, and then I find like my nails, when I do them myself, they last like 2 weeks. You know, one may pop off in about 5 days, glue it back on, no problem, for like another couple days. Keep it glue in your purse, on your desk, whatever. They be looking fresh. Gotten many of compliments over the years on my nails, so I thought maybe I'll just do my nails. I like to show them on my stories and my Instagram, my Facebook, my socials, so I might as well do them, and I want to do them. So let's do this. Let's see. I'm gonna try to stay in the frame, but this table is kind of far. I can't get everything. I be going to the beauty supply store, y'all. It's a dangerous place for a woman. You can spend a lot of money in there. Too much money. Every time I go, I spend at least $15, $30, sometimes $60. And it's not just nail stuff. It be beauty supplies, you know, it's what you need. Shampoo and stuff. New blow dryers. So, see, I got some African ones left over. And then I also got these. I think I may say these for my birthday next month. Can you see them by Kiss? These are super cute. Nope, not sponsored. So, I think I'll save these. Yeah, I got like this big bag. I keep all my little stuff in. Got my, you know, keep that in like a bottom cabinet or whatever. But that's where all my nail polish stuff goes. Bella has her little setup bag. She got a good collection for Christmas. Oh yeah, speaking of Bella, so the kids were throwing them a surprise party this weekend. Bella's in class, they're playing Minecraft, talking to her friends. Finally got her friends on, you know, on the computer where she can enjoy some kid time. This quarantine has been super duper tough. So I try to treat my babies as much as I can. Oh, this is gonna be easy. I may not even need no polish. African ones in here. Yeah. Let's see how many fingers I got. But so she's out there, and Ian's done with school today. He's on his tablet playing his learning games. So I got some chill time. Yes, this is a mommy's channel. My kids may pop up in here. We don't get inappropriate on this channel, baby. I try to keep it clean. The Lord is watching. So, you know, and since I got people coming up in my house, you know, besides cleaning, I want to have my nails done. And I ain't got to go spend $20-something on it. I already spent my money. Look how many times you get to use this stuff. You get to just, you know, pull out stuff. I don't know, like, if you just don't ever use the whole thing, but you know, you can throw on some nails, get you some blank ones, find you some matching polish or whatever color that you may want to match with your nail. That may be what I may do today, and boom, boo, you got you a cute set. And especially these nails these days, you can do whatever, and they don't even have to match. And people be like, "Oh, that is fine." I'll be like, I just got to match. Do you see this purple on this purple? And I got on some very close purple. This is pink, my friend's dress gown. Anyway, so my story time, since we're gonna get started, I think I pulled out all my African nails. It's gonna be about my Belle Belle. Yes, my Belle Belle. Oh, so if you missed my last video, you should go watch it. It's got me and her dad Nick in it, talking about the first time we met, because we had our anniversary a few weeks ago on the first day we met. Yes, we celebrate everything, baby, everything, and for the whole month too, baby. Anything could pop off anytime, because it's about you and your boo. That's what you're here for, to live as one, to you know, share each moment, his moment with me, my moments with him, and so, like, we celebrate a lot. And so that's what that video is about, is how me and him met. So this video is about Belle Belle because her birthday was January 31st. And I thought it was just fitting to just continue a little piece of, you know, me and Nick's journey. So Bella came along. We had already been married about 4 years, and is that right? Let me think about this. I had prepped this in my brain. Now I'm getting it out. I'm at 4 years past 5, married. So we had waited a whole year. The Lord just had really walked us through a lot of steps in regards to just taking our time, enjoying ourselves, getting more connected with Him, so we can have a good path, have a sturdy foundation, for her to come into, just be settled a little bit more. It took us a while to actually get engaged, and that's another story time. And then also the married and all that. And just tell me in comments what stories you want me to do next. I really can't say I'm gonna do them in order, but my TV's on in the back. But as you want them, I will do them. Just let me know in the comments. And after we got married, I just didn't feel that it was just we didn't want to rush into it. We wanted to enjoy ourselves, enjoy our time together, travel together, and then let the Lord just lead us into when it was appropriate for us. Not about anybody else. It's about you, Him, and the Lord. And so a year had passed. I can't remember, we kind of talked about it, and we were like, okay, I think it's time for us to actually start trying to have a child. Like, we were very, in love, and doing what we needed to do as a married couple, but in regards to trying to have her child, we you know, took the extra steps in making sure that, you know, we fertilized and we got a bun in the oven. So a year had passed. Oh, and I forgot, I started doing my nails. Oh, did I? Oh. So, hold on, I gotta get some glue. So, a year had passed, and I had gotten a year had passed, and I was getting out of the military, and I had did my time. That's another story time, and me and the gang on my last time going to the unit, we all had went out. We used to go out at least once a month, every other month. We try to go out, all of us, me and my gang, and we were out celebrating. And on the way home, I just got like extremely sick. I was like, stop the car. We were getting on the freeway. I was like, stop right now. I gotta throw up. And people who know me, I can hold mine and my party time. And so I just thought that was just extremely odd. Like, oh my goodness, I was sick to my stomach just out the blue. So we got home. And then if you're in Nashville, you know, it takes you about 15 minutes to get anywhere, I think. I'm from Detroit, and these people be like, oh my gosh, you know. Yeah, it takes you about 15 minutes to get anywhere. So, I got home, and I was sick for like 3 to 4 days. Days were passing. And my husband was like, if you're not better by Thursday, I'm taking you to the hospital. Take you to the hospital. And I was like, oh my goodness, I don't want to go to the hospital, you know. I really think it's just, you know, maybe something I ate, or maybe some alcohol poisoning, anything, you know. I was just like, oh, okay, you know. Days had passed, and he was just like adamant about me going to the doctor on Thursday. Thursday came, went to the emergency room, and lady came in there and had act like I had said that I was going to jail. I just started bawling. Mind you, yes, I know in the beginning of this video I said we were trying. I still can't explain why those emotions occurred. It was just like, me, a mother. Look, I'm trying to tell you, I've lived as a teenager, never had a scare about being pregnant before. So just like the overwhelming notion that I was going to be carrying a living soul and having the responsibility of tending to that child for life. I mean, that's probably the best way I could explain it. I mean, why I was crying, and I was just surprised, and I was like, you know, sad, because, I mean, there's no turning back. Hi, Pooh. No turning back once you have a child, especially with someone, and then it's just like, oh my goodness. Ian, get out! Get out! There's no, you know, separating from that individual that you've had that child with if it didn't work out. I mean, I'm just telling you what I think, why I was crying. I mean, I didn't really become emotional until I met my husband, and so all these feelings just took over. It was incredible. I mean, you know, just to cry, and he was just smiling. He was so happy. He was ecstatic. I mean, Nick he's a real man. He loves children. He wants family. He's just goal-oriented in regards to how he wants his life and his children and his wife. And I love that man for that. really helped me come a long way in regards to how I want to be seen as a woman of God, and so just all those feelings as well just took over in regards to our lives, our marriage, God, the future. Anybody, I don't know, am I the only one who's cried when they found out? I mean, obviously not, but just let me know at the bottom. So, found out we were pregnant, and we had decided to keep it to ourselves for the first trimester, just to make sure, everything went smoothly, and there was no mishaps. Praise the Lord. Thank you, God. She was flourishing. She was progressing. And it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pregnancy. I was really scared because through the process, because my mom had trouble with me trying to come out early. My sister was born early. She was a preemie. My brother was fine. Look, he's the oldest. He was fine, but I was still the biggest baby, regardless of me just trying to come out early. My mom says I was the biggest baby, 7 pounds, almost 8 pounds, and I did survive to the full term for her, but it was hard for her. And she was supposed to be on bed rest, but she never sat down. That's on her. I think that was on her, J-Rock. But J-Rock, yeah. So I was nervous that I wasn't going to be able to keep her the whole time because I'm very petite, and it's just like, oh my goodness, Nick's like 6'2", 200 pounds or more, and I'm just like, I'm like, am I going to be able to do this? And through a lot of prayer, my husband, and a good routine that we started right away is just making sure I had really good foods in the house. Fruits, vegetables. I went to get WIC. I had a job, I think. Did I have a job at the time? I was in the middle of looking for a job. I think I was doing like a lot of temp services at the time due to some things happening. And at the time I was, by the end of my before I got pregnant with Bella, I was a crossing guard. So I had just got that job, and what you do is, and it's seasonal. Kids are only in school from August to May or June, depending on where you're from. In the summer you're out, and then you got them breaks in between, which is way too many in the South, and up north probably so too, but I'm in the South and my kids are in school and there's just way too many breaks. I don't agree, especially during this quarantine. Take these kids, they go back Tuesday, but take them right now. And I was like a crossing guard. Is that where I was in the story? Yeah, so I went to get WIC, and then I also had found this clinic. It's called Hope Clinic for Women, and I went for both pregnancies, and it was a beautiful, beautiful service, and I'll tell you more about them. WIC, provides a little health care for them, make sure they get proper nutrition like milk, bread, vegetables, cans or bags, and just yogurt, just all the food groups, and they provide it for you. All you gotta do is just come do a check, and they ask you a couple questions, make sure that they're healthy, and then you get provided for 5 years. Until they're 5. And it turns 5, so this is our last year. And then let's see, Hope Women Clinic for Women, they provide a lot of services. They help you with getting a job, they help you with helping your resume, they even help men. In my case, I went there for like extra little baby items, like just to get stocked up, like diapers and clothes, and they provide you with like baby carriers for your chest and strollers. I mean, but you have to build up the points to go shopping. So the points, what I could do with my time that I could provide was I went to get counseling. And it felt so good because I had the first one, I was so overwhelmed that talking to my husband was okay, but I needed a woman's point of view. And it was not the first time I had done counseling. Me and my husband do counseling all the time, even before we got married, even recently, just like to talk together, to have a even playing field sometimes, to understand and have somebody ask questions that you hadn't thought of. Counseling's awesome. So I really needed that for this first pregnancy, and it was awesome. So I build your points up, and then they let you go down there and do your shopping. And so I'll put the links at the bottom. Hope Clinic for Women is just amazing. They're downtown Nashville, and it doesn't take very long for you to register, apply. You could take your kids. I mean, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful. Week is nice too. So you know how doctor's offices are. So Bella was growing, flourishing, months were passing, and I was still dancing. Got out the military. I mean, I stay busy, y'all. If y'all just don't know, yes, I was in college. I was in the military. So I had graduated from college, I think the same year I finished the military. And so now I was just like hard into finding another job, and then, you know, me and Nick, and now we had this baby. And so I was dancing, and I was still modeling and acting, but I was still dancing. And my husband was like, okay, you can dance. You know, I was in this group called Fancy Footworks, and it was about 8 or 10 of us. And I mean, we used to do hip hop, ballet, contemporary, tap. I mean, you name it. Everybody had a different skill, and we would teach each other that skill for whatever appropriate dance. I mean, we would dance for churches, we would dance for concerts, we would, you know, raise money or toys up for kids, and like Toys for Tots, with a concert that we would, you know, choreograph and have other kids from like who wanted to dance with us at the time. I mean, we danced. That group was together before I met them. But time has passed. We were together for a very long time, and so I danced through the whole pregnancy. And at this particular time, it was we were getting ready for the African Street Festival, downtown Nashville. Well, it's not downtown, but near TSU. And man, we had this African routine. It felt like it was like 20 minutes long. Let's see if I can find a clip and insert it. But man, I was pregnant. It was just amazing. I would just eat and dance and work as a crossing guard and sleep in the midst of it all. Like, go to work, take a nap. Go to work, take a nap, eat. I mean, it was just beautiful. Go to dance practice, just eat all you want. And it was just awesome. And Bella was just flourishing and growing, and I would just sing her, and I would just dance with her, and I would just talk to her, and my husband would just love on us, and I would sleep so good. And it was, I would say, the perfect pregnancy. I wish every pregnancy could be like that, but that's another story time. Ian was I'm telling you, a hot mess. I was sick like every moment of the hour. But anyway, Bella was beautiful. It was just amazing, and I thank God for that pregnancy. I thank God for giving me acid reflux ahead of time, because it really, really helped me on the long run with being pregnant. I'm trying to tell you. So I'm going with this African look, you see? I'm not going to do any of this. I'm just going to stick some on today because I got enough, I think. I don't know. We'll see. So I had danced the whole 9 months. My husband had agreed as long as I was doing it safely, and I was taking it easy and making sure I had something to eat and staying hydrated. I was good to go. Doctor said, hey, she could do it. You know, she's healthy and the baby's still doing fine. So after the first trimester, we surprised our mothers with a like nice note. We cooked them some food and invited them over and gave them the ultrasound, and they just bawled, y'all, obviously, but they just bawled, and it was just like a beautiful moment that excuse me, that I got to share with our mothers. And our mothers are awesome, Joyce and Jessie, and my mom is just so helpful. I just love them both to death. And so that was after first trimester, so I could begin to continue to dance. And fancy, we got into the festival, and it was beautiful. And I see if I can find some pictures from that festival in regards to showing you like how tiny I stayed, because I moved a lot and stayed healthy, and you know, I was petite. But by the end of that pregnancy, y'all, I was still dancing. It was like December, and one of the dance crews was getting married, and we danced. We prepared dances for the wedding, and it was awesome. And by then, y'all, I was just like, it's huge as a house. Huge as a house. I couldn't button up my pants to dance in. I guess I hadn't tried them on or whatever. It was just a little embarrassing, that part. But like, were you not prepared? I mean, we, like, that day, I think I changed my clothes like 20 times. It felt like. I'm gonna show you all the outfits I wore that day, because it was a really, really beautiful wedding, but it was like 1920s. And then I had to dance in the wedding, and then dance after the wedding, or have something to wear for the reception, and then dance and change into dance clothes for we surprised her and her husband with, you know, obviously we had been a crew a real long time, so we had prepared something for her. And so that was in December. My husband said, okay, that is enough. You've done enough. Now it's time for you to just rest the rest of this pregnancy, because if you can't continue to move around like that. And he was right, because I was blowing up, you guys. I was blowing up. It was like ridiculous how big my stomach was, and I was just like enjoying it all the way. I loved it all. I wish I could keep how heavy I got. I gained like 15-20 pounds. It was beautiful. So let's see, so January came around, and it was like, you know, I had been going to, you know, carrying my cones. As a crossing guard, you got to carry like a stop sign, put out these like cones, and then, you know, stand up for like an hour. And sometimes I would double up on schools, so I would do like 2 to 3 schools. Yes, pregnant, stand in the middle of the street direct, and then, you know, go home, take a nap after I eat. It was awesome. So it was like January 28th, 27th, and I got sick in the middle of the street at my job, cross guarding, and I was just like, oh my goodness. I finished and got home, and Nick was like, you okay? Because I wanted to take you out for dinner. You know, I was like, ooh. As much as I would love to, I was like, I couldn't even move off the couch anymore. I was sick. I was like not feeling good. And then after that, I was just still bad. I just kept getting these like hard, like feeling like cramps and pains. And we was like, oh right, it must be time, you know. So we went to the emergency room, you know, and they were like, they sent us home. I was like shocked. I was like, oh, I thought this baby was coming. She was due February 14th. But, you know, I was just like, she's ready. So they were like, no, you have to be so many centimeters and all this stuff. And I was like, go home and look for blood. And if you see blood, come back. I was like, I don't want to be seeing no doggone blood. You better take this baby. So anyway, we went home. And I was going to try to go to work or something. It was like really raining, and all of a sudden I was just like, no, can't do it. I feel it. I feel like it's time again. So I called my boss and I was just like, I think that's it. It's time for the baby to come out. However order that went. So they just kept sending us home. So after like a couple days, went to the emergency room and it was time. And I got up there to push, you know, got us all set up in this nice big room to push, and she just wasn't coming out. They was just like, okay, let's wait. And they gave me this, the epidural. That's what I was nervous of, because I had watched all these shows. They used to have all these shows about like pregnancies, and I can't even think of them now. And so I was just like, oh, the epidural. That was easy. I was like, oh, I watched this show, scared me half to death, and it was nothing. And then, what else was going on? But yeah, they gave me all this medicine. She was just not coming out. So the 31st had came around. I was in the hospital for 3 days with this girl. Not even just pushing, just waiting. And, she wasn't coming out. So I had to get a C-section because her head was just too big for my pelvis. All that dancing, all that stretching, too big for my pelvis. So I had to get a C-section. My mom was there. She had left out the room to do something. By the time she came back, that baby was out. She was mad as H-E double hockey sticks that they had took me without her knowledge. Stuff, even though I had been grown and, you know, married and all that jazz. But she was just like cutting them. She hates the C-sections, y'all. She don't even want me pregnant no more because I have to keep getting C-sections, which I think I'm done anyway. No joke. Camera ain't stuck. I'm like dead point blank serious, like done. So had a C-section, and Nick was just beautiful about the whole thing. I was shivering in there. I was just cold. It was like you could feel him, and I just remember it just being so cold. And he was just like, remember in Hawaii we were standing on the beach and you were holding my hand and getting married, and just this overwhelming just peace came over me. Like, I love this man so much, Lord. What did I do? What did I do to deserve Nicholas Antoine? Like, he's the best man I've ever met in my whole life. When he got his baby girl, he has not letting her go. Not letting her go. He's in every aspect, every chapter, every dot, comma, semicolon, question mark, all that in her life. I mean, he's just all up in it, and he wants the best for her. He wants the best for us. He wants the best for Ian. It's just, I love him. And so we were in the hospital. She came out. I stayed there 3 days, and I was up walking like after day 1 or something, and they were all like, what? How you? And I was like, I don't feel no pain. Can I go? That was easy. And all that healing and stuff, that's easy. So got home, and there she was in our arms. The only scare we had with her during the ultrasound, during the pregnancy, was before her gender shower party. The nurse had found out that she had like a bend in her ankle, and she held that from us until, because we had told her we were having a gender party. And so the next appointment, she told us, like, I just held that because I knew you guys were going to have that party. I didn't want you to be upset. And at some point, sometimes I'm kind of like, you still should have told me. And then so I'm just like, she was thinking about us as strangers. This woman's just paid to take pictures and, you know, make you feel good, but she really made us feel good. That doctor's office, I love that doctor, Dr. Moorhead and his staff. I mean, if I ever get pregnant again, I'm going right back. I've been to him twice. I stick with my strategy, y'all. I stick with the same people. I don't play around. Nope. No new friends. 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 So Bella came home after 3 days, and she came home on Super Bowl, and somehow like I got home and my husband was like, oh, we can't watch the Super Bowl, because usually we would go somewhere. I mean, we were first time parents, we didn't really have cable or anything like that, and so I was good with electronics. My brother taught me how to, you know, do all that stuff where you hook the TV up and stuff. So I just like reset the channel and twisted a wire and boom, got him the Ravens game, Super Bowl. So it was an awesome day. We got to come home, and Bella, she continued to go to practice with me. Like we were joined at the hips when she was like, I mean, now every time I go to a practice or rehearsal or something, she's right there next to me, you guys. I mean, she's one of my little baby best friends. I love that girl to death. I'm glad you guys got to hear, you know, my story of, you know, how me and Nick and God decided to have her, and that she's here, and we made it the whole 9 months with no issues besides the bent foot, and you know, that's another story. And she's just amazing. My kids are just amazing. I love her. Her name is Isabella J. And how we got her name is like before she was even born or thought of or anything, we were thinking about her. And my name is Valencia, and it's Spanish, and my mom, that's another story on how I got my name, but I wanted to stick with the little Spanish thing, so I didn't like any V names, Victoria, Vivian, things like that. So I found Isabella and Elizabeth, and I was like, ooh, Nick may be having twins, we may have twins because they bounce around. So I was like, okay, Elizabeth, Isabella, and then we found out it was just gonna be Bella. So we stuck with Isabella, and I really wanted to have a really good special middle name. So one day I noticed like all her grandparents, the women so far, had had a J in her name. Joyce, Jessie, Joanne, and I was like, ah, J. And so we went with Isabella J, just a J, no period, no dashes, no J-A-Y, no J-E-A, A-E, whatever, I-E. It's just J. It stands for Joyce, which is Nick's mom, Jessie, which is my mom, Joanne, which is her grandmother, my grandmother, her great-grandmother, and Isabella, I found out, was also her great-grandmother on Nick's dad's side, or Nick's mom's side, somebody's side. So she's named after 4 grandmothers. My favorite number. So that's my story. Let me see if there's any more details about the pregnancy I can think of. I mean, it's just beautiful. I would do my crossing guard thing. I would just have like a lot of ice and some french fries. I would just eat, y'all. Everywhere I went, I had like a bag of food. I mean, and then people would be asking like, ooh, girl, you got some food? Can I have some? How you gonna take food from a pregnant woman? Like, seriously. But I would share sometimes. But I let them know, like, Dwayne, Devontae, yeah, I remember. They be asking for my food. Like, you knew he was coming to practice. You ain't bringing no food. But he be having food now. He's on another level, y'all. Dwayne and Devontae. So that's my story time, love. I'm so glad that you came. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you liked it. Give me thumbs up, some comments on some other stories you may want to hear. Maybe what you want me to do next time if you just really didn't enjoy the nails. Let me show you what I did. I just mixed it up like a little Afrocentric type of vibe with some nails I had left over. Just a little boop for the weekend. Yeah, I couldn't decide if I want to do color or black, but I like these, so let's see. So let me know. Love you guys. I'll be saying a prayer for you in regards to staying safe in this quarantine. Wear a mask. Take care of your kids. Hope they stay safe as they go back to school, and you get some time to yourself a little bit if you can. And that God blesses you with whatever is on your heart. I hope you go vote for me for Miss Jet Set Magazine. This is the last day, the last round. I have to be in the top of my group, so please, I'll let you know how that goes. Love you guys. And stay safe.